I think that should work. Oh yeah, I think it's working. Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah. I think it's working. Don't. Do not. Do not the cat. Alright, so I think it works. Could the bitrate be a little higher? Let's see. It looks like the bitrate could be a little higher, don't you think? Hang on, let's search up this. There we go. Oh, perfect. Here's my stress test. Okay, I think more bits is required. That's actually good. It's perfect volume, perfect everything. So now that it does looking at my phone really trigger blinking? Oh my god, hold on. It's so sensitive. Looking at my phone, it could trigger blinking. It could. I don't know. Will it work? Hold on, let me... Let me see. Got a picture of white men. Here, have a picture of white men while I figure this out. You get to see white men now. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Well, I do make the rules. I don't care, though. Let's increase the bit rates. 20K. As long as we're getting the same frame rate, I think we'll be fine. Oh wow, it's already a lot better. Look at that. That looks a lot better. Confetti. That's a little better, yeah. We're stable for now. Hold on, I think I need to stop. How much data are we sending up? We're sending up 20K now. Okay, got it. We're sending up 20K. Take a look at the video. Live broadcast. There we go. It looks the exact same. The only difference being... Oh. What is the maximum I can do according to YouTube? It says 51K is the maximum. Maximum audio bitrate. Okay. Let's see. Let's adjust that then. I'm gonna adjust the audio. Oh, I can't do it well. I am dropping hella frames. Okay, I'm dropping hella frames. My internet cannot withstand this many frames. Right. For the foreseeable future, you only get 10K bits. That's all you get. Yeah, I don't make the rules. My computer, internet, apparently cannot handle anything higher than 20K, even though we're getting a consistent 60 FPS. So for the foreseeable future, you get to have crispy image whenever we have confetti popping up. Someone's trying to view my stream. There we go. What? There's like a 50% chance it triggers blinking. Or it triggers... triggers? It triggers the thing closing. I don't understand. Yeah, my camera is not that sophisticated, so I can't just go and it won't like do anything 100. Actually, look at my face tracking. And oops! Oh, piss! You scroll up right here. You see the face tracking, right? That's not calibration. Awesome. Calibration. Calibration successful. We're a little better now. We're a little better. Now, here's what I wanted to do. I'm trying to make a 3D avatar from a regular image. So let's try figuring that out. We recommend you use a streaming bitrate of 250. Fine. Fine. Well, I'm still fine, actually. The amount of data going... It's probably just because the amount of data going up is too much. Let's half it. Let's half it then. So we have the amount of bits going up, which means it'll be easier for us. CPU thing's just literally the same though. It's literally the same. I don't understand this. We don't have anything music. We'll just put that there. Down. 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 I think... Oh, Is it not panning for some reason? It's fine. Well, so... Occasionally it says it doesn't pick up anything. And honestly, I don't know what's going on with that. Does that mean it needs to be louder? Make it louder then. It's a little louder now. Maybe it's the simple. Nope, it isn't. I don't understand. It's not working for whatever reason. So it's literally just on the master volume. It says that it's not displaying anything. However, I unmute myself. And it has everything. It even shows my voice, again, in all its echoey glory. I love my terrible microphone. I don't understand. Don't understand. Here, let me scale down this. No. Again, the camera. Anyways, I don't understand it. Yeah. Giving Mother a little kiss, huh? You're watching, right? Yeah, one concurrent viewer. You get to hear me, you get to see confetti. Haha, your stream is being destroyed. Haha, you have less pixels. You don't have to private message me, by the way. You can just chat publicly. It'll be fine. Alright. Now let's try again. Close, close, open up. This. 2D image. Need to work. Alright. This is gay as hell. You want to go to Biggle AI? Hot AI? Rococo? Jesus Christ. Sure, let's see what this is. Why is it like this? Plus costs. It doesn't even say costs. Shit. That's an issue. That's mainly an issue with the Live 2D routine. I just want to make a stock image of a white guy be my avatar. That's all I want. You'll need a good PC. Already had that. It's the gayest word ever. You want to viggle? You want to viggle with me? There's just a lot of stuff out there. How about this? I don't want to generate. I just want you to automatically rig it. I don't want that. I don't want that either. These all look terrible. Okay, this is not the place. Automatic Live 2D rig. How about cubism? I don't want to pay more money. I already paid so much money. Oh, that's an amazing gift. That's a phenomenal gift. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is the funniest thing ever. Can I just have an automatic theme? If you're telling me to. Well, disable diffusion. It's open source. I'm gonna guess Claude interacted with this? Yeah.
a static input image and automatically decompose it into these semantic body parts, with occlusions automatically resolved and inpainted. Crucially, we also recover the inferred drawing order, which allows us to stack every fragment correctly in depth. This structural breakdown allows us to convert the static drawing into this, a fully animated character.
I can't tell if your voice is AI or if you're just doing marketing voice. I don't like the marketing voice. I'm gonna be real with you.
We achieve this with high fidelity, preserving the original artistic style without any manual intervention.
Okay.
We showcase several good results. Here is an input illustration.
Why do you have music in your demonstration? What? Oh, Jesus.
With complex occlusions, like the chair and table.
So I think I know what this is going for. This is essentially... let's see. I hope this is... I thought this was going to be something to deconstruct and reconstruct it in a 3D model, but it isn't. It is not. And that is the shameful part. I thought it was going to be good, but it wasn't. I misspelled it. I get... So here's the thing. This technology itself, with this technology itself, it's supposed to like have that interframes, essentially, stuff in the middle. Have that automatically do that. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it doesn't. I want to purchase it. Yeah, let me see pre versus pro. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Blend shapes. I just want a stupid white model. White man. That's what I want. I just want to put in a white man because I think that'd be pretty funny. This should be somewhere. Start with what's the problem? Is there a way to do this on Linux? Oh, okay, that's easy. Yeah, let's get a command prompt then. Default line prefix. Trying to. Let's see. I give up. Let's just try to run the free version of Live 2D Cubism. See if that works. I can sense. Installation will begin. Don't sound like it now. Whoops. I think we want this. English. Huh. Yep. Got a viewer, and I got the editor. Okay. Oh, time to go hunting. Here it is. We need a wine cubism editor. Yes, I think we have it. Whew! Have something. Oh, crap, it's loading. Save 20% off what? I don't know. Clearly, I need to install something. Okay. Live 2D VTuber modeling. I just want a regular white guy. Oh, that's not it. This one. There's a break button? What does this do? It does nothing. Break has ended. Stupid. I don't want to draw.
What's up guys, it's Nyx, and today we're going to go over how to plan, design, and draw a model they'll be ready to bring into Live 2D. VTuber models are on the rise, and I'm seeing so many people ask how they can get their hands on one for themselves.
Oops. I don't know why.
Well, you have two options. Commission an artist and rigger.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. First of all, Twitter. Second of all, why? Oh, actually, hang on. I want to see. Ooh, terrible. I want to share this with everyone. Well, I meant to go to my channel, not the dashboard. There we go. So if I were to go here. Oh yeah. Yep. That's a theme. I'm just doing stuff over here, by the way. Trying to test the thing. I broke it! How the heck did I do that? We need more time. Oh, it unbroke it. Nice.
Artist and rigger to make a model for you, or you can make the model yourself. I've seen prices for models vary from here. So you're going to need a program to make your character. The limited resolution size, but I made sure I purchase Live 2D, or if you're doing the free trial.
Okay, that's a dope tail. Look at that.
Then how are you going to go about working with 5 to 6 months to make my first model, which is my cat girl model right here. And for the art for this model right here, the one I have drawing on screen, it took me about 2-ish months to do. So you're going to need an art program to make the art of your model. I personally use Procreate. As long as you can export it as a PSD, that's all you need. So whatever program that you're in love. You don't need to do a full body model if you don't want to. You see my model here, it's a full body model. But I don't show the top half of my model when I'm streaming or doing whatever. So there was no point in me doing the full.
I'm guessing the stockings have holes in it. Because, cat claws. That's pretty interesting.
But I don't show the top half a lot of work. I wouldn't go below 1,500 pixels and 2,500 pixels. And my real phone, it would be 2,500 and 3,000 tall. For the paid version, you can go with a pretty large canvas. You can go very, very big. And you have to keep in mind, if you're going to do a very large model, keep in mind the face tracking software to avoid lag. It can be a real drain on your CPU. So I see an interesting question going about, how can I make a VTuber with a physical drawing, like a painting or colored pencils or whatever your medium is? Well, the only thing you need is a PSD file in the end. If your goal is to use physical designing the model, people will look at your face, back at the kimono for the model and drawing right with the rest of the model. I also model, it's a frill, small detail. Give me an idea for that you can play around with. The first thing I would do is I would gather this artist, use like each part separate from the beginning and different altogether to not your left. In doubt when you're streaming or just coming from someone who hates or movement. It's important to make sure you give yourself a little bit of movement space in the PSD file before bringing it into Live 2D. Imagine your character moving from side to side, very good Live 2D. If you want to draw a character who's in a position more so sitting or to the side, then I would just draw that character out in that pose instead of the neutral. I have the shadow separate. It's on a multiply layer clip to the head. And this gives more depth when I edit the X and Y movements. But for the most part, it won't have a neck show. That's my actual drawing process. I just mess up there is Live 2D. Extra details such as shine. And then I opened my file on my PC through Dropbox. And there we go, I was able to do it that way. So if you're having some trouble bringing...
That is not what I wanted. This one. We're trying our best here.
Today, I am going to be showing you and Learn Study. This is Live 2D, killer really popular. Live 2D
What? We got a slideshow. Oh my God.
cubism, along with the download the computer, this would be your left and this would be your right for you. But for your model and from your model's perspective, it's split. So, and what that means, this one does all necessary rendering part. Like, don't make those, there's not that many layers. I'm gonna move my head. You're gonna scroll down to environmental settings. You have dark mode now! I did it. You've already either
behavior.
It's not psychopath behavior. Sometimes you might navigate different contents in the Live 2D Cubism editor. You have file, edits, you have show, modeling, animation, form animation, window, and help. You don't need to worry about these right now. We will get to these eventually in other lectures. This is your glue, and this is your art path tool. These are all tools that you can and we will most definitely be using in future lessons. For now, we're keeping it very basic. We only have to worry about 2 deformers and our art mesh today. So, remember how I said earlier about why naming things is so important? Well, you notice I have Lash 3 under my IL selected. And if you look right here, it's named correctly, and then you see this ID. Now, if I were to go over to the right side of that and I were to click on it, you notice how now on the ID it says Lash 7. That's because they're both the same name when I had imported it. And so Live 2D's Cubism editor had to change the ID because you cannot have the same ID. They have to be different. And sure, you might be thinking, okay, why do I care? But like, whatever. That kind of stuff is very important when it comes to for now. That is why I had prepared the base 10 level 1 through. And go through and kind of mess around with it a bit more, but this is kind of like a general like base, at least how I go about it. So, want to make sure everything is opened up here. So you want to hit all of that with a little arrow.
Okay. So that it automatically opens everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want to make sure everything is shown. So we actually do have to check the little Control A.
Control A.
Pop up that's going to be here. And here in the Live 2D Cubism, we're going to hold Control and then press T. These are shortcuts, by the way, because like I said, you could go to the menu bar and like, you know, do the auto mesh and things like that. I like shortcuts, just a lot easier. And now this is kind of where the whole your file size matters, because if we try to make a text crazy and chaotic,
Yay, chaos!
let's start making the deformer hierarchy. This is where the whole child and parent, like I said, I'd have this issue where I would try to like group deformers together and I'd get errors because you can't change the position of the deformer. And do you see?
Holy crap. Alright. Sure.
How there's a grayed out box while I'm trying to move this around. That grayed box is your body warp Z, and it's showing you that because body warp Y is a child of body warp Z, and you don't want the child deformer to be bigger than the parent deformer because it could cause some issues, especially if you're making like video games and you go to export it. Having your child deformers bigger than the parent deformers can potentially cause some issues. So you'll notice that body warp Y is a little smaller than body warp Z. In fact, I actually might want to make it more smaller. So when you have all of these different objects here, you want to make sure that your deformer is covering the part it's supposed to. This is my preference on how I like to set up my general deformers. Again, some people just like to rig as they go. I personally have found it to be more efficient in the past when I have my general base containers, so that way things are a little bit more organized. You see how I'm kind of like naming things like what they are? This makes organization so much easier. I kid you not, I've looked at some files in the past where nothing is labeled correctly and you just don't know what you're looking at. It's kind of like spaghetti to make adjustments.
This is an organization that I can give
Work with. Like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about Live 2D Cubism?
So my first impression, I like, you know,
Can you explain it in English? Let me just... Hmm. What is a funny image I could use? You know, I like this guy. It's pretty cash money. Here, let's save that to there. Open up the image manipulator program. Open up the white guy. Afterwards, we need export it. It's a PSD file. Should we just have the head, actually? Oh, crispy. Alright. And afterwards, fuzzy selector, any bites, we'll just select that. Now we export this as white.psd. And 6 views, whoa! No one's watching. White.psd. It's just a head. I don't care. So with white PSD. Did it crash? Ah. Why is nothing selectable? Okay. Java.exe, what? Wild. That's weird. That should not have happened. Yet it did. Let's go and find that again. On the files. I just open this one. No, not wine tricks. Whoop. just import the regular image. Just doesn't like my files? So it only works-ish if you run it in Proton. Proton, what was it called? Progress? Yeah, that's not working. It needs something. Let's just download one of the glory samples. It's a little aggravating seeing that the piece of crap is not working properly, but it says here that only in the case of it not running Proton does it do something. Give me no compat data path. Video on how to set it up, okay. Huh! Dumb. How do you input a compact data path? with this one. Okay, this is getting a little annoying. A little annoying. I'm gonna use YG. You're joking. This clown, man. Oh, that's funny. I love that. We'll put the wine prefix beforehand. That really is okay. Please work. This is so annoying. Where is it? I wonder. Doesn't exist. Oh. So we don't run Proton? We just run the line it comes with? Seems a little odd, don't you think? Alright. Let's try it. God, really? Really trying my best here. This is just... Bah. Why mix? I don't know what to put it as. You just put it on the games. Let's add it, call it. Add the words. Files and the words run. Cubism. Enter 5. Yeah, see. It has no text. Here, let's try importing the white man now. It still breaks. I have 2 versions of this that doesn't work. Oh, whoops. I'll fix that shortly. But after I close all of my cubisms. Okay. Everything's closed. Relaunch this. And we're back. Easy enough, easy enough. I'm still confused. I don't know what happened. That's good origin. Just to see if this still works. We're gonna want a video game. Yep, still works. Cool. I didn't break anything. Still don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea how this works. How? This looks like something else. This looks like it's just running that animation. Okay. How do I install it for? It's so weird that it works for Linux, but only the samples. The exported stuff works for Linux, and not exactly. Hmm. Okay, what if we try this? Main. Wine. Home. Go into... Let's get it in the S to something. Gotcha. So it doesn't work? Maybe I just need to stop this. Nope. Alright, let's relaunch this then. Welcome back to me. What? You should be gone. There we go. Get out of here, watermark. That's it. I do not understand why it doesn't work. Alright. I don't think I can get it to work. Just gonna use the one prefix. Okay. Bye-bye, wine. Say bye-bye, wine. Bye-bye. Now what? Is there a way I can use a standard... mods. What is Behance? Are you promoting this? I don't understand. I do not understand. Nothing is working. I don't know. Guess we're just with the cat model for the time being. The best I could do. Because apparently this won't work. Why's my mouse on there? Oh, that's why. Oh, God. I wanted this to work real bad, but it didn't. We're gonna quickly search this up. Oh, this might work. Maybe. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ha ha ha! Yes! Yes! Linux. Talk loud. Alright, we're gonna add more stuff to our computer, I guess. Now I have to restart my computer. But this is taking way too long. This is the only thing that works for Linux. It's the only thing that works for Linux, and that's the sad part. But that'd be all. That's all I can do. Because I need to head to work. Work is our #1 priority. At least I found something. At least I found something. That's all that matters. Thank you, everyone. I am disappearing now.